You probably already knew that the United States gives Israel billions of dollars every year, but do you really understand why and what that actually means for American taxpayers? The numbers are staggering. Every year, the US provides over $3 billion in military aid alone, plus hundreds of millions in missile defense and economic support. Over decades, this adds up to more than $150 billion. That's taxpayer money, your money, flowing overseas, funding another nation's defense. And yet, for many Americans, it's unclear what we're actually getting in return. Supporters argue this aid is critical for US national security. Israel is considered America's closest ally in the Middle East, a region full of conflict and instability. The logic is that a strong Israel serves as a buffer against hostile governments, terrorist organizations, and regional chaos. The military assistance is used for advanced weapons systems, missile defense technology, and intelligence sharing. In theory, these investments not only protect Israel, but they also protect US interests abroad, keeping America's influence strong in the region. But here's the controversial part. Critics argue that this money comes at a huge domestic cost. While billions are being sent overseas, Americans are facing rising healthcare costs, student debt, inflation, and crumbling infrastructure. Critics claim that this aid isn't always accountable and has sometimes even fueled conflicts instead of preventing them. Billions of dollars could instead be spent to improve lives at home, funding schools, hospitals, or infrastructure projects that directly benefit the American people. It gets even more complex when you consider political influence. Lobbying groups, long-standing alliances, and congressional support have kept aid to Israel flowing steadily for decades. For some politicians, supporting Israel is considered a safe political position, appealing to powerful donors and voter bases. But this has sparked heated debate. Are these decisions made for national security or because of political pressure? And how much of this spending truly aligns with American interests? Another factor often overlooked is the human cost in the region itself. Critics argue that US military aid has sometimes contributed to prolonged conflicts between Israel and neighboring countries. Civilian casualties, refugee crises, and escalations in violence are all tied, indirectly, to the flow of military funding. Meanwhile, Americans continue to pay billions each year without full transparency on how the money is used, leaving many questioning the morality and effectiveness of the support. And here's the real shocker. Despite decades of financial support, the Middle East remains highly unstable, and peace continues to be fragile at best. This raises the key question. Are these funds truly building stability, or are they sustaining a cycle of conflict? Some experts argue that strategic alliances are important, but others say the scale of spending is excessive, especially when domestic needs are being ignored. Ultimately, this is more than a financial issue. It's a debate about priorities, strategy, and accountability. Is America investing in global security and strategic alliances, or is it wasting taxpayer money while struggling communities back home go underfunded? Every year, more Americans are asking, where is all this money going and why? And as tensions continue in the Middle East, this debate isn't going anywhere. The truth is, billions of dollars are flowing every year, and the consequences, both abroad and at home, are massive. Whether you see it as strategic necessity or reckless spending, there's no denying that this is one of the most controversial and costly policies in recent American history. So the real question remains, is US aid to Israel a smart investment or a waste of taxpayer money? The answer might depend on who you ask, but one thing is certain, the debate is far from over.